Have you ever looked at your partner and felt nothing? Not hate? Not anger? Just a quiet, hollow silence? Most people think marriage is the ultimate finish line for a great romance. But for thousands of people, it's a strategic alliance, a social mask, or a desperate escape. They aren't staying for the passion, they're staying for the script. Remember the beginning? The late-night conversations, the electricity, the way you couldn't wait to see them. Now you coordinate schedules like business partners. Stick with me until the end, because we're going to peel back the layers of why people choose a life without the spark. There is one psychological reason for this that most people never realize, and it might be the very thing keeping you stuck right now. Imagine it's Sunday night. You're sitting on the couch together. The TV is on. No one is arguing. No one is laughing. You both scroll your phones in silence, and you think, this is fine. But deep down, you know, this is not what love is supposed to feel like. Imagine you've spent 5 years with someone. You've built a home, shared a dog, and your parents are best friends. The love has faded into a dull friendship, but the thought of leaving feels like jumping off a cliff. This is status quo bias. Our brains are wired to perceive a change in the current situation as a loss. Even if the current situation is mediocre, it is known. You look at your wedding photos. The smiles were real. The hope was real. And now you feel trapped by your own optimism. Because if you leave, it means you were wrong. You've heard it before. We've put too much time into this to quit now. In psychology, this is the sunk cost fallacy. You continue to invest emotional energy into a loveless marriage because you've already invested so much. You're trying to break even on a relationship that has been bankrupt for years. You aren't staying for the person. You're staying because you don't want to admit the transaction failed. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes we don't marry someone we love. We marry someone who confirms the story we already believe about ourselves. When someone truly sees you, truly desires you, truly connects with you, it doesn't feel romantic. It feels dangerous. So you pull back. And you call it being realistic. Not everyone marries for a soulmate. For those with an avoidant or insecure attachment style, big love can actually feel terrifying. Intense passion feels like a threat to your independence. So, you choose someone nice, someone stable, someone you don't actually love that much. Why? Because if you don't love them, they can't truly hurt you. It's a defense mechanism disguised as a wedding ring. It's a way to be together while remaining emotionally untouchable. If you're watching this and it feels a little too familiar, you know the weight of the double life. On the outside, you're a successful couple. You take the photos, you attend the dinners. But on the inside, you are starving for a connection you've convinced yourself you don't need. You tell yourself you're being mature or practical. But there is a specific kind of loneliness that only happens when you're lying in bed next to someone who feels like a stranger. It's not a loud pain. It's a slow, numbing erosion of your identity. Marrying without love isn't always a mistake. For some, it's a calculated choice for stability. But psychology tells us that human beings are wired for self-determination and genuine connection. When we deny that, our mental health pays the tax in the form of low-grade depression and chronic fatigue. You can survive a loveless marriage. But are you actually living? Most people think the opposite of love is hate. It's not. It's indifference. If you've ever felt like you're living a functional life instead of a felt one, I want to hear from you. Was it a choice for stability, or did the love just evaporate over time? Drop a comment below. It's a safe space, to be honest. Hit that like button if this hit home, and subscribe to Helpful Psychology for more deep dives into the things we usually keep hidden.